So ready, let's go. Cracks waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand. Mike, boy, so glad to see you. Marcus, man, pleasure for you to bring wine. By the way, little ninja, this is me, all my glory. My glorious pink beard, my luscious green curly hair, my anime eyes, and my glorious cape to signify how much of a hero I am. I do have a very sexy outfit, dude. I'm ready for anything that comes my way. Completely ready. Oh, dude, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think it's good. Really? This house has a wine cellar, dude. Wow. At least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm generally unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me, you know. I never know. So deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, the guy is an enigma. So we don't actually know what he has in his basement. He says it's wine. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. Nah, it's fine. You can learn how to cook first. I think a lot of ladies go through life without learning how to shave before cooking, at least when it comes to facial hair. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. Wow, what a classy guy. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it. But still, if it were on trial, I think the jury would define it as in the trash. Hello, JK. How are you? In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Have you, though? Have you, though? Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it. But the difference is that Robert actually did it. Stupid ass. I'm sorry. Have we all considered grabbing food from the top of the trash? Because I don't think I ever have. But if it's just me, let me know. What is this game? This is the quest for Dream Daddy. Dream Daddy Simulator. And I am going to find my Dream Daddy in this game. I had to watch some silly 1 minute PS5 ad. Oh, I didn't even let you skip after a while. True, maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Crack knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. That's my voice for Robert, because Robert is a weirdo. Yeah, this is uncharted territory, Mike. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? But of course, this is... Don't say that, we're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks pretty stunned to see me and quickly adjusts his posture to try to hide it. Meet Robert. Robert is a bit of a criminal. This is gonna be weird, isn't it? Mike,
didn't know you would be tagging along.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Now, come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not.
No. It's fine. Come on in. Wipe your feet.
I'm not a savage, Robert. I will wipe my feet. I think I will need to wipe my feet again if I leave this house. Jesus Christ, Robert. I'm a terrible voice actor? What? I've had so many lessons, so many years of dedicated voice acting. We enter Robert's living room, which is a lot more inviting than I remember it being.
Make yourself at home.
See, how is that not perfect? Perfect voice acting. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you had a dog, Robert.
Ah, yeah. That's Betsy.
Betsy is a cow name. Come on, Robert.
Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit.
What kind of dog is she?
Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog-fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER.
JK, wait until you hear the voice I gave my daughter. You're gonna be ecstatic when you hear that voice. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Okay.
But, I gotta go finish dinner. May also buko.
Robert, your place doesn't look like you can know how to make ossobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers. Was the dog fighting a real thing, or was he kidding? You missed last time. What's happening? Well, we're now with Craig at Robert's house, which is always dangerous territory, which is why Craig asked us to come. And we're on a double date. What else did we do? We had a date with Craig, and we had a date with Brian, who is the father of the kid with the 200 million PhDs. So, yeah, we had a bragging game, and I beat him at golf. Mini golf. Real men play mini golf, everyone knows this. That's basically what happened. Who do you like most at the moment? Probably Greg. Because he's the only normal human being. Maybe Matt. Matt is normal, just a bit hipster. Brian is really boastful. Robert is straight up a criminal. Oh yeah, and what were they called? Hugo, the teacher of my daughter, and what's the other one called? Damien or something, the vampire guy. I went with them on an art trip thingy, and they were totally vibing off each other. So I can't really go after them; they're too cute together. And then you have Joseph, who is a married Christian guy with kids and a wife that's cheating on him. But I would still feel bad if I go after him. How are you doing, Thijs? How's life? I don't know. Bruh, what's up, Rico? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Great, not much. Alright. Until I have also Rico in front of me, we can only assume so. You ship this guy. Yeah, this guy is the cool guy. I like him. He also has a little baby there, which is adorable. And he also has twins, which I found out a bit too late, and I already had troubles doing different voices for two daughters, and then this fucker comes with a twin. They had the same voice. I didn't even bother trying to differentiate between those two. You like little babies, don't you? Well, this one is really cute. He normally wears all his belly, like a kangaroo. We sit inside it for a second, taking in Robert's living room. We're about to get sawed. Usually you walk up in those situations. You voluntarily walked into this one. Although, he did look pretty shocked to see you. Maybe you being the true of his plans. Who knows? His murder plans. This is really weird. Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. Oh my.
I don't have a dining table. Don't trust him. So we're eating here.
This man is so deep into the criminal world he doesn't even trust dining tables.
Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay.
That's okay, Robert. Oh yeah, by the way, Thijs, you've been overtaken, my man, in biddies. Sorry to say. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. It looks like meat, maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think it might be rice. It could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I'm happy with it, no, but you're going up against Niels, who is making probably, besides Barnabine, the most money. I take a bite. Oh my god. Shit. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, at least I think that's what it is, so creamy. Robert is feeding us a creamy dish. We know likey. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? There's a pregnant pause as Robert formulates a response. Like it's weird to get a compliment from me.
I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least, I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away?
I'd rather be behind the than in front. I always gag. Look over to Greg, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up.
Glad you like it.
Where did you learn how to cook like this?
I worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot second.
Is he messing with us? I decided to play along. You live in Spain?
After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels.
Oh fuck, I clicked it away. Slowly turning into a very sick Yoda.
One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent all of my money on booze the night before.
Classic.
I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot.
Sous chef in 2 years, that's not bad, man. Especially without culinary school. Greg and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker? Oh. Thank you for the piggy taste. The sound alerts work again. Yay, they didn't work the whole day yesterday. Who did he con in a game of poker in the back of a room of a speakeasy safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship.
Anyway, I still love to cook.
So Robert can cook. That's actually a plus, of course. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kinda don't care. This Robert is actually talking to me like we're two people in the same room, which I guess is nice. That's amazing. Really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here. Especially not served on paper plates.
I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself.
Very true. This also Buko screaming for himself. Well, that's what you want, isn't it?
And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Is it bad if I ask for seconds?
No problem. But save room for dessert. I made lemon berry sovereign.
Is that your voice for Robert? I mean, I was running out of voices after 2 voices, Bob. Let me do this, okay? Also, hi, Bo. What are you doing? Is Germany still treating you well? It's really scary. I mean, have you looked at him? Did you forget what this man did to me on the first night? Because it's just a girl's voice after 20 years of smoking. Well, aren't you just full of surprises? Robert winks. Look at that. Look at that wink. So self-confident.
You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Great.
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more ossebuka than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever severin was, Craig and I, decide to head out. Dita is also watching. Finally. Finally. Can I give you sub status on the Discord? Have you not linked Twitch to your Discord, Pao? Or have you linked a different Twitch account to your Discord? Because if you link it, it should automatically take care of it. Then you'll have to do that, yes. Hello, Dida. How are you? Dida is one of the few people I was actually trying to reach. Thijs was just my ways of getting there.
Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social.
Something tells me he's not going to follow through on that. Should probably work. Yeah, if it doesn't, let me know. And I'll put it on manually for you. Man, if you'll have me, I'm here. Especially if there's also Buko involved. By quality, not quantity. Here we are again. So anyone you guys particularly want to go out with? We've had one date with Craig. We have one date with Matt. We've had a date with Brion. And I don't know if this counted as a date with Robert. It didn't. So we haven't dated these 4. We have dated these 3. Matt. You want to go Matt again? Matt with a single T. It worked? Oh, that's good. Nice. All the way. Last time you were hating on Matt because his name was written with a single T. And that's Matt Seller. Always carry a pocket knife. That is Robert giving out that tip. He has grown on you. Oh. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyways. Okay. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you got called cool once, and now you're now the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and leather-bound journal. That's right, we're gonna be hipsters together. Oh no, it's this guy. What was his name again? Amanda and I make a short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you had a duel and yelled at a bunch the other night. I don't remember my voice for Pablo. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. Amanda, shut the fuck up. It wasn't my ID or my choice. He tried to sell me shirts. Who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda. The person I am a father to and am very protective of. That's right, Pablo. Hands off, Pablo. In order to make your acquaintance, my name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? What the fuck is witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. I'm gonna change the subject. Defend witch house or reappropriate lines from Taken. Defend witch house. Okay. By the way, Thijs, I also really sad about qualifying. It was a shit show. Hey, witch house is actually a nuanced form of music that many people enjoy, and I think that Pablo here should be proud to be making. Or technically making, since he's only done the logo so far. Yeah. Also, I've never learned to witch house before. Mike! I also don't know this guy's voice, but not that it matters. Matt comes out from the washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. Moik. Moik? It's Moik. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service. Although I'm only here until Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put on the record first. Alright, Pablo. What do we do with the customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Don't yell at me, please. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. The classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie, of Father John Misto. I have no clue if these are actually drinks. If anyone ever goes to Starbucks, let me know if these actually exist. Because they sound fake, but then again, half of Starbucks drinks sound fake. The bands. Okay. I'll believe you, my man. I've never heard of any of them, so, except for the first one. I don't know. This is random knowledge that would be right up your alley, pal. Father John Misto. Hey, Father John Misto, please. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Oh, they're just puns. Okay. Alright, it's pure comedy. See, Matt gets me. Matt gets me. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. I was making a joke of Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty, so yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Okay, fuck off, Pablo. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. You got the hang of it. For as goofy as a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again, play the minigame again. Hell yes. I'm actually gonna be done training Pablo in a couple hours and I was gonna go record shopping. Wanna come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in a laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Hello, 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 Stixie. The golf minigame was also high tier, dude. It was. It was the highest of tiers. What's up with my mic? Something wrong with my mic? Besides that, I'm talking into it. What's wrong, Stixie? What's wrong? Tell me, tell me. There's a buzzing and it sounds like you're on a water. Or that might be the fan just standing on it. I mean, it's sounding like I'm in the water. I can't do much about that. The buzzing should be the fan. If it's underwater, it might be auto noise compression, but I don't know what else it could be. We're continuing the streak of 0 flawless streams. There's a weird echo and I sound distorted. And your input capture. Is that better or not? Much better. Okay, then I think it was picking up on my laptop microphone for some reason. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Thank you. Let me see if I can turn the fan back towards me then, because it's much nicer. Yeah, it's because I plugged in my microphone after I'd started up OBS, so it defaulted to the first microphone it picked up, which is the built-in mic. Is my knee going to make an appearance this stream? Just for you, Sticks. Hold on to your panties. Oh, it's a knee. A naked knee. Things you don't want to hear me say. What? What don't you want to hear me say? A naked knee? Or hold on to your panties? I'm sure Styx doesn't want to hear me say that either. Alright. That. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Another pity. Thank you, Thijs. 80 sounds work again. And the chat should work as well. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who says I am comfortable leaving Amanda with Pablo? You ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. Gonna find you some good stuff. Remember, you should be able to get sound effects if you donate 10 or more, Thijs. Instead of just 10 times 1. But this works as well if you are happy with constantly sending 1 biddy. Be my man. Be my guest. 10 bits. It didn't do it. No! Why not? Do you have to send it through the I'm on TV in your room? That's nice. Maybe you have to do it through the extension. Do you have an option to click on an extension somewhere on stream or below the stream? Not on phone. Oh, right. Right. That is a thing. Let me see real quick if I can, because sometimes I do get the options on phone. It's really weird. Dashboard. It's loading biddies. It's gonna take a long time. I don't know how it works on phone. I'll have to figure that out for you. I'll figure it out. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kinda outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But I really think it's just a nice collection. Nice to collect records. I fully agree with this man. It's cool that in this day and age we just have about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I always love. Fair enough. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs? I don't remember. They made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. I don't know. I have not lived through that time. I cannot relate to this dad stuff. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. It's not a true dad. Dingus on that would be a bad idea. Or just a dingus vakantielijsten. Vacation Spotify list, yes. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Why is this man going all BuzzFeed quiz on me? This man is literally answer these 10 questions and we will figure out your music taste. He's literally a walking BuzzFeed article at this point. A Dingus mixtape would be very interesting. It would be. Would also be really bad, probably. But it would be interesting. Right, would it be cookies and cream, vanilla, strawberry, or purple? Purple. Of course, the one with the purple name says purple. Purple, right. Because it's a stupid answer. Ah, yes. So that it's more in your level, Sticks. Is that why? If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, or Power Violence Cherry Blossom? Who the fuck cares about candle scents? Daddies and women, Sticks. Camouflage. 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 For the mistake. It's not, yeah, it doesn't say camouflage. I don't think it's a mistake in the games. I'm women and I don't care. Because it is Matt with one T. I don't know, Sticks. I have no proof that you are a woman, so can't trust you. What's your favorite ambient sound? Dude, he's literally going full BuzzFeed quiz on me. Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience, howls of the bone. Yes, these are definitely my favorite ambient sounds. I love falling asleep to the sweet sounds of a bowling alley. Star Trek? Can't choose. Alright, Star Trek it will be then. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside of an active volcano, please kill me. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. Volcano. I know that Thijs would go for the Baltics. Volcano. Drenthe. I mean, Drenthe is basically an active volcano, right? Who wouldn't want to live inside an active volcano, indeed. Well, maybe the Wi-Fi isn't great in there, but we'll see. What's your deepest, darkest fear? Oh my god, okay. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. People aren't nice to me, so I don't have that fear. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. Fair enough. What if nobody exists but me and I've fabricated this universe? Does it matter to your experience of it? Saying you too when a waiter tells you to enjoy your food. That is the worst. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is R.A.P. music by Killer Mike. Sounded like you wanted some mean stuff. This album was actually produced by LP, so you could technically consider it the predecessor of all of the Run the Jewel stuff they've been doing. But thanks for the recommendation. To be fair, Sticks, we don't know if R.A.P. is actual rap or not. It might be like a rock song called rap. It doesn't have to be hip hop. Gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. Rap music, yes. It's the only way you can eat a rap by listening to rap music. Rap music. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? She sounds just like my daughter, what a coincidence. Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. I swear I'm good at this, by Diet Sick. Forever by Mystery Skulls. And the Greatest Hits by Ramo Drive. Okay. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in the back. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? Alright, fuck you too. That nerd's my buddy Mike. Mike, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. Sticks, I don't trust you. Mike, Molly, you're called Molly. Shut up. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Okay, who gives a shit? Why would they care? They've graded your work. They shouldn't give a shit. Lovely to meet you. Give Molly the Robert voice. Sure.
Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
You know it. Our third wave's gonna do a special acoustic performance.
I might see if I can get a few of the girls together.
Not more girls. Not more girl voices. Please, Kate. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through.
Gotta fly you out for it right here.
It's not more girls. You're the man that should come by that night. You read that as a robot voice. No, my robot voice is not that bad. Matt blushes. Aw, cute. I mean, if you're not doing anything. We'll be playing? If only. I finish paying for my records, and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop since Vans had check carpeting. Petition to give someone robot voice. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in what I think it sounds good, or not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. Someone a robot voice, alright. The next daughter that we meet is gonna get a robot voice. Because I'm running out of female voices. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me, oh, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. Can't relate. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke a pot in the basement like we were so slick. The parents definitely knew what we were doing. Right. When was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Sure, Matt, sure. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? What? This game is teaching children the wrong thing. I don't know. But I bet I could find out. You want to get high and listen to our new records? Sure, why not? I'll say no to drugs. I think there's only one clear answer here, guys. Say no to drugs. See? Stixie knows. Such a good girl, Stix. And Bardaman is a goddamn rebel. Thijs is torn. Because he wants to say no to drugs, but at the same time, it's something that enters your body and that is kind of food. And any food Thijs can't say no to. Oh, you don't want to say no to him, I see. Be right back. Alright, in a bit, Stixie. Don't want to say no to him. But Thijs, it is up to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you on the spot and demand this of you, but you don't have to choose. It's all you, my man. It's all you. Thijs is confused and send a biddy instead. Nice. You heard as well in confusion. Yeah, you send a biddy in his confusion. Take that however I want. Oh, now you're just avoiding responsibility. What does Dida say? If she's still watching. Or anyone else in the house. Says you, I am interacting as a streamer with my audience, Thijs. Not avoiding responsibility at all. She just left. I assume she endorsed it then. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise a man that likes you as your own. Welcome back, Stixie. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? If it's legalized, why are you asking? Then you can just buy it in a fucking shop. Why are you then texting someone and meeting in an alley? Fuck's sake, mate. I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. After hours, duh. It wasn't after hours when we left the record shop. It is now, yeah. Because Molly couldn't give us the shit before the shift ended. I doubt it for so long. Ah, of course. We just stood on the sidewalk there for hours while I was thinking. I swear. Oh, there's a guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Is it Robert? Excuse me, Mr. Drugman? Surprised, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucien, Damien's son. Who sent you? Oh, we're cool, man. We're cool. Are we? Are we? Should we not tell the other guy of this? Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, we just league. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or a bolt. Our forte, yeah. So show them we're cool. Hello, fellow kids. Show me we're not wearing a wire. Impress him with my extensive knowledge of the current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. Our forte is mutually assured destruction. Exactly. Oh, okay, Matt likes it. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright. How much do you want? One. One what? Yeah. One weed, please. He means weed, Lucien. Yeah. But how much? Hmm. One portion. Yeah, that went really well when we ordered one portion or 8 portions. How could this ever go wrong? Can't go wrong. No, 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 no. If Matt starts yelling about all kind of medication he's taking halfway through the evening, I'm out. One. Oh my god! Look here. Take this. Give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget it ever happened. Oh, I won't tell you that if you don't. I will. I have to be responsible again. I know, right? I have to be the sober one again. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off the public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buying rolling papers and soda. Feel like I'm 16 again. Oh my gosh, we could start a TLC series about this. Carmencita is having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Of course. This man has a piano on his wall. Or keyboard, I suppose. And he has one of these things that look really cool, but in practice are fucking annoying because you have to climb these kind of ladders constantly with a book in your hand or something. Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Yay!
Matt pulls out one of his records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There's a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Well, that's a cool collection. Oh, been collecting my whole life. Why did his voice suddenly change that much? It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down and we lay the marijuana. The marijuana drugs. The drugs. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. True professional. Never was too good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and a blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's open up the nug, smoke some of that gateway drug. I'll rip that golf fairway. I know so much about drugs. Fairway. Discord, yep. Yes, let's do that. I light a joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. Oh god, it's been a while. Though, maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed! Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, no. It's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. That's the strong stuff, man. Sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. Little punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen through the Diet Sick album that Matt brought. Just catchy as hell. We look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile, sure, in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm so sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard it must have been. Look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. In cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Dramatic moments need an exaggerated Carmencita pronunciation. Of course. His emotions are getting the best of him. He doesn't have himself under control, so he can't stop himself from Carmencitaing. Don't break the moment. Were you two in a band together? Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety, seeing how much a song meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So, once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. Couldn't possibly count the numbers of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt's got up to flip the record. Oh, you can flip me anytime, Matt. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Do you play? Uh, I'm out of practice. Of course it is. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. How the turntable's turntable. Indeed. Yeah. And there it is, the quote. It's Matt with one T sticks. Get it right. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. See, it says right here, 6-1-T. No way, you had a ska face? Face? Ska never dies. Ska! Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after a senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. Is it another minigame? Oh boy. I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic, stick to my ska roots, or Wonderwall. I thought maybe. That's not even Wonderwall. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Skadoot Sandstorm. Ska. It's gonna be ska. None of them, that's not an option sticks. Ska roots. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Viska Hollandiska. But then exorbitant cut. Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I forgot how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated, nonetheless. That's true, that's true. Right, buddy, can you top that? Can you top me? I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. It's never too late, I would say, because he's probably actually a master at it. Just trying to not make me feel bad. Push. Drop it because he could be sad because of his wife. That's true as well. You're not a psychiatrist, but I can be. Yeah, he will. Push. It's up to sticks then. You have now one push and one drop it. If sticks is still here. Never too late, okay? He might push his back man into a trauma, but we'll see. Matt, he just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Oh. Aubergines, eh? Okay. I was right. Matt closes his eyes and rinses his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would have never guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? Oh no. So cool. Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. What was that? That was amazing. It's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just I don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. Has it ever felt like fun, Matt? I can sense Matt getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. He's like us. One of us. One of us. Took it that way. No thanks. Except that we're not skilled. That is very true. But at long last, he's finally like us. That just shows all that needs to happen is someone who's very close to you needs to die. Then you can be as successful in life as we are. Right, man. But I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine. Night, dude. Later, bitch. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at a desk with a camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in a chair to face me and slims down. That smells like pizza parlor in here. What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Why would you even say this line to me? You foolish child. This is the classic of classics among the dad jokes. You've made your last mistake, Amanda. Wait, no! Are you hungry? No! I'm dead! Get fucked, Amanda. You loser. You fell for the classic trap. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Wrecked, I know, right? Absolutely destroyed. She's ash. There's nothing left of her. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. What time is it? If I need to go to bed, I get home and I decide, nah, let's eat spaghetti first. What? What? How was the record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way! Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up that we should play at the open mic tonight. That's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, you're so fly for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break on my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off a chord progression. A start is a start. You have to begin somewhere. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. The staging an invention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls in their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Date complete! Look at my total date points. Rank S! Super data right here. We had 0 bonding, but that doesn't matter. Super date. We had 0 baby boomer moments because we smoked that sweet oregano, bruh. Some grunge, some ska, record collecting, and we were 520ing hard. Right, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. Don't do it. It's a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. It reminds me of someone else. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Oh, that's dangerous, my friend. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Pablo, oh God. Not right now. The voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Please don't be naked. Okay. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of the bed. Knees hooked up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. We can't leave her alone. Something clearly happened. Maybe she smoked too much oregano. Could be. She spent like $100 on oregano, and then she smoked it all in one night. Push. Push, push. Yeah, we have to push. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda. Get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Amanda, you gotta be honest with me. Whoa. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Oh. I hear Amanda walk in the door, instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does. I hear her make a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. You think it was a dad joke? You think the dad joke I made and the tea bagging that I did afterwards was the thing that made her cry? Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah? Amanda sits down at a table across from me. So, I want to talk about what happened the other night. Amanda looks away. Why is you so upset? What's going on? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Well, you've been giving me an attitude lately, and I'd like to know why. It's none of your business. What happened? Is it something I did? No, Dad! Can't you just drop it? Amanda, please talk to me. I feel like you're drifting away from me. I don't have to tell you everything. That's also fair, but if you're crying at night, then maybe. Can't lose another stream of Daddy Simulator. Exactly, Tita. Exactly. I'm an adult now. You should treat me like one. And if I see an adult crying in their room at night, I'm gonna ask what the fuck's going on. Amanda, I'm only pressing this because I care about you and I want you to be okay. If you're not gonna tell me, then fine. No matter how much you don't want me to care about your health and well-being, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm your dad. It's my job. Mm. That's all. If you ever decide you want to talk about it, I'm always here for you. That's right. That's how you do it. Leave the option to talk with the other person. I reach out and squeeze her hand. Always. Okay. Amanda gets up. I'm gonna go now. Alright. I watch Amanda go into her room and close the door. I love how she feels reflective. Quality game, such an immersive daddy experience. I know, right? Telling you, Tito, it's the voice acting. Oh. Oh. Hey, Mike. What are your feelings about poker, dude? Let's poker it up. You're hardly knowing her. Poker? I hardly know her. You forgot about the dad book. Can't forget about the dad book. It's where all the dads are at. Poker? I hardly know her. There it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. So do I. I saw the joke and I just had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I am contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. Let's strip this entire town of money by playing some goddamn poker. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money. Okay, it's loading. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna go grab something to drink first. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, you beautiful bastards. The game has dad tips in the loading screens. It does, dude. It's fully prepared to give you the full dad experience. What are your general impressions? My impression is that he's not getting laid enough. Of me or of my dad, my in-game character? Invited to a poker night at Joseph's house. Put on my going out coat, which is just my cape, and walk over. Across the way I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, should have brought something. Hey man. Crap, should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. Are we doing real money now? How long have you guys been at this? Yes, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. Just a couple $1,000,000, you know. Oh, they're all here. We pass through the fence, enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Come on, Robert. Mike, I'm so glad you could make it. So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's a resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I see. Well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? There's too many voices. Are we gonna poker face? Poker face. Are we gonna tell the truth? Shark is the word. Yeah, they did say shark. Just poker face. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker. Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph.
Joseph shrugs. He's Christian. He cannot. Can he play poker? Is that allowed? Or does the Bible say, "Thou shalt not play it poker"? You didn't expect Mike to be so weak at making a point. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you just forget to dad for a little bit, you know? Not allowed. Yeah. Does it say in like Leviticus or something, "Thou shalt not play poker"? This is basically my fighting. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks. Oh, you're gonna eat Brian's snack, are you? Not allowed. Do you even New Testament? Guess who brought pigs in a blanket?
Not Craig.
Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. You're a heretic, I see. Everyone laughs. Let's just get the game going. Oh, are we actually gonna play poker? We take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go easily, as I'm getting the hang of things. But it's obvious that Craig's running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. No, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yep, that's me. What's Joseph's style? Why is Sloppy's twins hand so close to Krieg's glutes. Oh, dude. He's ready. He has his hand ready in position. Craig is gonna know what it is to be a Muppet soon. Look at that. It's ready, dude. What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. The man's an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. And look what I brought you, Joseph. See? Can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I mean, he still has to know how to play poker, like.
I'm just here because I enjoy the company.
Mm-hmm. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it. Like, they're also almost holding hands, see that? Robert, is that a flip phone?
Yeah.
Are you a truck dealer now?
Yeah. What do you need? Horse, speed, Joanna Johnny's.
Dude, you can buy an entire horse from him. What a fucking drug dealer. Holy crap.
I can get you the street stuff easily. But if you're looking for something exotic, or designer that's maybe 72 hours, and a favor called. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I will need you tomorrow. But someday.
Oh, I don't really. I think I'm good.
Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods.
Right.
I draw my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get it replaced in a warranty.
Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. I haven't. I've never dropped my phone in the toilet. I'm not a fucking idiot. He's a Khajiit. He just opens his jacket of him and there's just everything underneath there. And like a new car. 50 million helmets. 50 million pair of shoes. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in the blankets. Pigs in blankets? I don't know. They're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. Oof. I don't know. I don't know if I got enough to race you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. I mean, win-win situation. You either win the hand or you lose the child. I don't know. Sounds like a good situation for me. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 dead is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at a 100% dead capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby. There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Aw, poor guy. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walk in on her after she tried to take out the doll, tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism works. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Fake poop. But still. Same bro. There's also poop everywhere at your house, Thijs. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. The toilet will be clogged for sure. Guys, I really don't know anymore. I really don't need any more poop in my life. There is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand, and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of picks and blankets, so we switch over to Greg's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. Be happy to give it to you guys. To be honest, kale chips actually doesn't sound that bad. I can see it now. Here's the kale chips. Nice pen, bro. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt, confused. It's maybe not one of any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. It's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. What are you doing with cock in your head, Mike? What? Mike? Oh, Matt, what the fuck? Bruh. Brrr. The fuck? It's not okay. I'll ask her though. We get down to the final hand of the night. Oh, we didn't get to play poker? That's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all the cards. Deals us all cards. So, what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey.
Do you really want to unleash the beast?
Well, no, I'm curious.
I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense.
I've got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. I was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it on as collateral.
Now you're talking my language.
He throws the key to his trucks on the table.
She's seen better days, but you can still pull out a tree trunk of the ground.
Alright, that's a really random thing to say. No. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately falls. Deal the cards, Bry guy. Trick for whiskey. I know, right? It's... Also, they're betting who's best at poker and then playing one hand, heads up. Like, that's not how you know who's better at poker. What the fuck? Are you guys sure you wanna...
You heard the man. Deal.
Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. Whiskey can be expensive, tricks can be cheap. That's fair. But can they be this expensive and this cheap? Whiskey can be cheap, tricks can be expensive. Also very true. Whiskey can be cheap, tricks can be cheap. Yep, that's also the case. Yeah, that's very true. Tricks can be whiskey? If you try hard enough, they can be.
So, I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long though.
Whiskey, trucks, cheap, expensive. I think we're getting close to cracking the code.
I lost everything in a game of Pi Go in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house, on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, my biceps, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Georgier Park and had to make my life new from there. Took me 3 years to beg, borrow and steal my way back to American soil.
Business trip with what, Robert? You said you dropped out of college.
In those 3 years I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Love deeper than I've ever had. I lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig, and I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting.
If this man pulls out a fucking gun, I'm gone. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table.
All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
Robert, what the fuck? Bro, you don't have to look for any tells. You're sitting there in a friendly neighborhood game of poker. You shouldn't accept someone betting his entire house. What a bottle of whiskey will do. I fold. Everyone erupts. Fine, the whiskey is yours. I mean, this hasn't even anything to do with poker, what the fuck? It's just like, are you willing to bankrupt me or bet your house on a silly game of cards? It's like,
That's why you don't dance with the devil.
so, what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards?
That's for me to take to my grave, fellas.
Next week, boys. Next week. You got it. I'll be there. Sure thing, or we almost had a heart attack. I'm sad that we didn't get to play actual poker. I am the big sad. Let me play poker. Sure thing, mate. Both. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I'll wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Mike. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. Shave with the grain. Yes. If you shave, that is. Pathetic. Who shall we go on a date with? No. I'm also starting to think Robert is telling a whole lot of bullshit stories. Damien. Are we gonna tell him that his son deals oregano? Let's go with Damien. That's a Styx's type. The edgy vampire weep type. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. Expose oregano mean. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. Really, you just send that. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien is typing, and he's probably writing a fucking essay. But then he keeps typing. And typing, I knew it. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. Sip my coffee, and the computer finally dinks. Ah. Oh god. Mike, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner, as I would have liked. Alright, that's enough of Damien. Can we move on? I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. Bloodmarch? The vampire guy's last name is Bloodmarch. The whole date is going to be like this. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, I know. How did the first meeting go? I believe my first meeting with Damien, outside of the little like barbecue party at Joseph, was with Hugo when we went to look at art. I also remember this way too well. At least you could take a nice nap during your date. I suppose so. Hey Amanda, can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time I'm not popping a back pimple. What the fuck? No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda as she squints at Damien's message. I don't understand net speak. That's not net speak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See that? Kids got over saying lol and lemao or whatever and decided that they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad? How will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages I've read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Imagine if you get a B in the Netherlands. You have failed your test because you didn't even get a number. That's how terrible you were. Scale of 1 to 10, how good did you do? B. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Oh no. If she's gonna be like, ooh woo. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Mike. Alright, thank you, Amanda, for not ooh wooing. Well, I suppose that's that. Dude. You like Amanda. Yeah, Amanda knows how to get things done. I take the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house, it's more of a manor. Estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. How much bigger is his house? What the hell? Can we date Amanda? No, because that's her daughter, you sick fucks, guys. What's wrong with you? Why would you want to date your own daughter? She's our Amanda. This guy has a very epic goat devil thingies though. Other than that, a bit horror movie-esque. I walk past a couple of gargoyles, that's how they're called, guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. Gargoyles, I mean, listen, Sticks. No one uses them anymore. No one gives a shit about them anymore. Thank you for the doggo biddy, Thijs. I pulled a large, ornately carved bat hat door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. They do look like quite derpy gargoyles, though. They do. I mean, to be honest, if I had to put gargoyles in front of my house, I would put them like these kind of doofy ones. I wouldn't put serious ones there. Imagine if you actually have this kind of thing in front of your house. It's amazing. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open and bats fly out. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I am admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Oh my, what an interesting home. This explains a lot. These are his forefathers. Damien Sr., Damien the First, and good boy Damien. That explains a lot. Maybe he also has a very keen sense of smell. Who knows? This looks pretty dope. And then the skeleton thing is okay. And his parents are in the glass display. Good boy Damien is a forefather. I think so, yes. This is a great, great forefather. This is where the Damien lineage started. With this dog. Look at him. It's glorious. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? How is it cold when the fire is on? Mike, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Can we just talk about how this man is using a candle holder and using his fireplace to light up the place, but does have a button upstairs to open his front door? It's not very gothic to sit upstairs, press a button, and your front door just opens up. What's with the door slamming shut? Sorry. There was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked. Oh, I accidentally left the door unlocked. Sure. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Maybe purely mechanical 1800s button. Yes, who knows? Right. Right. Hmm. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and a parlor again, for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block. Oh, this is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that's both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a Black Parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That is the first band I actually know that they mentioned in this entire game. That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. Oh god, I'm bored. He's an edgy teenager. We've already seen his son. It's the one who sold us the oregano. And the one who lied at us in the school where the teacher's room was. I remembered. Fucking Lamian, or whatever the hell his name was. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Lamian right from now on, because he's lame. We reach a door at the end of the hall. Damien opens with a flourish. Oh, you thought Damien listened to My Chemical Romance? No, he doesn't. This is a library. I mean, Damien clearly listens to Victorian music. And gathers butterflies. Because that's what a Kingsman does. Sunlight streams in from the floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Damien is the richest. Take that gold. Look out the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. That's enough of the tour. Now I want to see more. I want to know what I'm gonna get into if he's actually this rich. The flutterbies? Okay. I walk up to the glass display of pin books on the wall. It's pretty impressive. The biflows. Yeah, man, nice books, dude. Oh, I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometimes. Yes. I hope they're dead when you do it, though. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pin is gambit. Is that a thing? No. Oh, we can just do all. Let's just do all then. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Greg on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Bruh. Craig is a fucking machine, dude. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. I don't care that this man is rich. The other guy is literally Terminator reincarnated. He is doing one-handed push-ups with his twins on his back and probably a little kid in front as well. I wouldn't even be surprised if he isn't doing push-ups, but is actually pushing the earth away from him. Damn! This guy could be Batman, exactly, just saying. Guys, I'm not saying you're wrong, or right. I'm just saying that I've never seen him and Batman in the same slide. I don't know. Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows, Well, maybe the ones who are rich enough to be able to afford that. Batman is DLC. Wait, really? No. But the Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Dick long contact. That would be it for Dream Daddy, yeah. You know, Mike, the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. The video games was long ago. I pull out a book at random, examine the worn cover. I open it, I turn to a random page and read out loud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Why is there Naruto fanfiction? Sasuke. Oh no. I like that he packed it in a nice Victorian book, though. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh no, what did you do now, Bao? Thank you for the biddy tags. This man has Naruto fanfics in his library. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book from a private collection. He's a fucking weeb. Victorian my ass, he's a weeb. I like him a lot more now. Fucking weebs. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien in his sitting room. Her finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful, tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe you're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? Huh. It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh, my dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay, or like your cape? Cape. I agree. As one caped man to another caped man. I like your cape. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. Clearly. You pull it off quite well. Not as well as my superhero cape, but... Oh, thank you. Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, but I'm very happy with how I dress. What else can he pull off quite well? I'm gonna say it. He is giving me alt-right vibes, though. Because it's usually alt-right nutcases that like to talk really well as if they live in like 800th century, the 1800th century England. He's either just a weep that's really into LARPing, Or he's a white supremacist. One of the two. We'll have to see. Cherry with long hair. How could he been so blind? No, it's not Cherry. Catch me outside, how about that? I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. Oh, he likes looking. He likes people looking. I see. To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. You wear top hats? Hmm. You don't? What got you so interested in god stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father. Is that not the beginning of a. Did he take you into the city? Yeah. Took me to a city to see the Black Parade. Bring back top hats in trend. It is a reference. Sorry. Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see the marching band. Are you serious? Of course. But it's, the song, Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into some sort of obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us. Why not go all the way? I don't like dying when I catch a cold. That's a good point. Takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were very many terrible things. There were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. At least you realize that. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it at the same time. Slaves. He's not talking about slaves, he's talking about the lack of medicine and antibiotics. He's not thinking of slavery, he's talking about lack of antibiotics. And slaves, fine. Tell me, Mike, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care enough about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. He's not Dutch. No, exactly. So he probably is okay with slaves. If he was Dutch, I do think he would have a problem with slavery and slave sticks. But you're right, since he's not Dutch, he probably is okay with it. It's probably and it's clearly English based, so probably secretly wishes he had slaves back. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. I love me some word jumbles. I learned how to jiggle once. All of these options are terrible. Soap. Then I can make him something to pick up in the shower. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who made soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for rashes. Which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Why are we fingering sandwiches? That's I know what I mean. I just mean very tiny sandwiches. We finish our tea and then we finger some sandwiches. Yes, of course. Oh, come. I have one more thing to show you. Uh-oh, it's gonna be his willy. Damien takes me to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped road. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. This man has a flower garden. My garden? It's beautiful. But does the garden match the carpet? Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public. So lovers and friends alike used bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Do you say bouquet in English, or is it actually bouquet? Because I've heard both from English people. What's the official way? Because bouquet sounds like so wrong. Even though it's also a bouquet in Dutch. It is bouquet, okay. Never with a T. Now, I've heard English people say it with a T. So, okay. You're beginning to dislike this Batman. Why are you beginning to dislike him, guys? Tell me. It's... Yeah, thanks, guys. That really helps. They're stupid. Wow, sticks. Every Englishman is stupid. Like, it's Bowcat, of course. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, even with style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. This one means that you're a fuckhead. Lilium bubliferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Ablaze. Loins. Wijsheidstyping gatenspier. Loins, okay. My loins are ablaze. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. My original comment of thou art a fuckhead was correct. Haha! I know my flowers, you little shit. Look at all you losers. Well, that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Cheese? Snapdragons? Honeysuckle? Sunflowers? Something with dragons? Sucking on something? Or just sunflowers? I don't know. Are honeysuckles actual flowers? Because I've never heard of them. Snapdragons. All 3 actual flowers. Snapdragons are flowers, yes. I just have never heard of a honeysuckle. It might be like the most normal flower there is, but Snapdragon. Because they're cute. Like you do that thing where you squeeze them, so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember it when I put together a bouquet for you. he You would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, Mike, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. Victorian cell phone. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavenly perfumed air. What a lovely yard. And then the hay fever kicks in, and I die on the spot. Victorians didn't have cell phones. That's a common misconception that the government wants you to believe sticks. Cell phones have actually been around since the dinosaurs. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. That's sad. Just gotta do this real quick. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Fix that garg. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, that's not the right one. Okay. Titties. Not titties. Titties. What? Oh wait, this one goes on top first, mate. Is it actually this one first? No. Oh, you can flip it around. I see. I was not aware of this. There we go. Our secret. Please put it the wrong way around. Unfortunately, not possible. Otherwise, it would have had an ass as a face. Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset. Mike, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything's perfectly fine, but It's Lamian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well... His teacher needs me to come to the school, post haste. You need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you, as Dad's gotta stick together. Why would you go with another dad to a confidential talk with... What? Makes no sense. You're right. This is one of Lamian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Yeah, Lamian is the oregano dealer, who also pointed me the wrong way when I was visiting the school. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by the anxious-looking Hugo. Uh-oh, he didn't murder someone, did he? Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Whoa, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time? This... Damien, you gotta have to see it to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us to a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading up. What's your step? I can hear faint voices drifting from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Whoa! We found another teacher in the boiler room. That's a teacher? What? The boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lamian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Hugo has a son. Lucien, or Lamian, has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try to cask off... Excuse me? Amontillado? Dude, that's some kind of fancy armadillo. What the hell? Amontillado? Okay. Cask of Amontillado, Ernest. I'm neither confirming nor denying that. And turned to Damien and whispered to him, What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into the cellar with a promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. Is that the story where he gets ratted out by the dog? He should be so proud of his son. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lamian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process there? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were attacking maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad. It took you 20 minutes, son. We just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado. And it took you 20 minutes to realize Lamian was leading you down into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie. It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you are right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't pay me, so when you think about this is just me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You like the robot voice. Thank you. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Never let this kid read something like Mein Kampf. He's gonna go crazy. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You both are suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Hugo, take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch. You too. Thank you for the mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. I like that I was completely unnecessary in that entire part. Like, now I just know that Damien is completely mad and Ernest is a fucking idiot. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Damien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm angry. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. Matt has a summer job. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. But I'm totally gonna freak out as soon as Mike is no longer with us. Lucien continues staring out of the window. I love you too. Aww. Cayute. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's a silver lining. That's that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admired how you handled that, or does this kind of thing happen a lot? Admire, yes, okay. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Oh, aubergines, eh? See you around soon. It would be my honor and pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I pop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunter Brothers Extreme Edition? Ugh, I hate the show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house hunting brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bath, two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How did the afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien, since he tried to... Oh, he learned Ernest down the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage, and then tried to break him into the wall ride. How did you know about that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucien live-streamed the entire thing. I like that style though. Gotta admire that. His entire day is beyond me. But otherwise it was a fun day. The Damien guy is a character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Do it once. Do it right. It's not enough data points, it's only an A. Our friendship was good. Poker buddy, we didn't even play poker with him. Darkness. I was not very Ujusama. Not very afternoon tea either, but a montadillo. It's very nice. Yeah, let's see if you get a message or not. Is that Maison? Am it Damazon? I can't think. Dead Maison? I don't know what it is. It is Dead Maison. Of course. Hi, this is Steven from Dead Maison. I'm out in front with your delivery. Why are you letting me know this via that book, Steven? Oh, okay. I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. Need to put on pants first. Not surprised, but still disappointed. Can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from the waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? Fuck, Steven, literally. I can come back tomorrow. No, wait. I'll be right down. I found some sensible capri. Use your hips when throwing. Yes. Ooh, I got a package. I got a package. I wonder who it's from. Oh, it's bad. I bet it's a package of socks that I ordered. I pull open the box and start pulling the packed peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Second-hand socks. That would be terrible. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here? What's up with that? Are you gonna sacrifice them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. I mean, you literally were just at Damien's house. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Told you. Why would we give the box to Amanda? Why would you do that? She's already ordering new ones anyways. Not allowing that, we're just gonna give it to Damien. Go for the dad point. You want me to give it to Amanda? Damien is daddy points. Amanda is dad points. Give it to Damien. Yeah, because I'm Amanda's dad. He's gonna be a dream daddy. Switch them, okay. You just give it to the person whose belongs to. Otherwise you're just stealing. I should take it over to him. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Oxlong, for what do I owe the pleasure? Feels slightly disappointed he doesn't kill his own butterflies. Oh, how did you know I was about to block? To be fair, we don't know if he doesn't, because he does have his entire flower garden, which could just be a massive butterfly trap. He could be 20 steps ahead of us. I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. Oh, what a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. And Mr. Oxlong opened the package before he checked who it was addressed to. Yes, he did. Very bad of him. Bad, Mr. Oxlong. I'm not surprised, but what are you gonna do with his butterflies? Ah, would you like to see? Show me your butterfly, Damien. Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Mike Oxlong. Soup. This will be the next virus coming out. Butterfly soup. Damien leads me into his study, where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. I only see butterflies. Oh, that's really something, Damien. You already looked at this literally a day ago, Mike. Come on. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all this by yourself? Of course, I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at my desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. You also always rehydrate your corpses to make them easy to work with. Yeah, rehydrated corpses are much easier to pin. Yeah, I'm also familiar with that. You're right. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Rehydromies. Yes, rehydromies. I like it. Oh, and the pigment on this one is... Oh, wait. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually really simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with the forceps and begins placing paper on and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. Dude, is Damien gonna pin me as well? I have a frame here that I think this one looks quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all of the pins and put it on this display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off of the wall. Ah yes, that's a blue morpho. One of my favorites too. He hands the small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. You haven't even seen my home yet, mate. The butterfly probably costs like 10 million bucks. You can't give that to me. I can't take this. I insist. Believe me, I've more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning yourself, you know where to find me. Oh, Damien, I definitely have an interest in pinning. Aha, I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. But they're butterflies, they're made for that. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Did this man just compliment our hands? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Mike. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. It's rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. No, it's not. Why are these suddenly in front of the Amazon? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Let's save. I will stop this stream here. Thank you all for coming here and joining me on my journey to find the ultimate dream daddy. And I'll see you, I don't know when, hopefully somewhere in the week rather than on Saturday again. I'll be here on Saturday for sure. And maybe another time as well. We'll have to see. Bye bye. See ya. Thank you for the biddy ties. Bye.